Kaveri Seeds reported their numbers as well. To talk more about the numbers, we were joined by the Executive Director of the company, Mithun Chand, who's joining with us this afternoon. Very good afternoon to you, sir. And, firstly, I want to start with, their numbers in terms of how was the crop acreage and the volume growth that has come in for the company this quarter. Also, could you share your outlook in terms of Q4, considering it's normally seasonally a weak quarter for the company there?
Yeah, we had a very good quarter this third quarter this year. We had done very good sales in maize. Not only in maize, we have done good in wheat, hybrid rice and research varieties also. Altogether, we have done well in most of the crops where we operated, and that's the reason we have seen a 20% revenue growth, and volume is also in line with the growth, slightly lower, but in line with the revenue growth. And we had a good realization this year when compared to the previous years. And going forward, the fourth quarter is a very lean quarter, but we'll slightly see some growth, but this is not that significant as the overall turnover of the company. But overall, we see a very positivity for the seed sector going forward, and not only for this and present quarter and the fourth quarter, but even for the next year as well.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chand. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. If you could share with us your outlook as well as the guidance on your cotton and non-cotton portfolio for FY24. And also if you could break up the guidance for both of them for us.
As of now, for the first 9 months, we are close to 33% to 34% in cotton, and rest is non-cotton crop. Fourth quarter, it will be in line. Anyway, it's a lean quarter, but if you see for the entire year, it should be in between the 30 to 33%. Going forward for the next year, also it will be in the same line, as we see growth in both cotton and non-cotton segments. As a company as a whole, we are giving in between like 12 to 15% as a revenue growth, and around close to 15 to 20% as a bottom line growth. And going forward, as we have good hybrids coming in cotton as well, so we see a market share gain in cotton also. So going forward, the proportionate would be in between like 30 odd percent, in between 30 and 35% will be cotton, and rest will be non-cotton. So it will maintain for a couple of years from here on, as we see growth in both the segments.
Also, when we are looking at your margin, surely they have seen an improvement coming in this quarter as well. Do you think this improvement is here to stay? And will these margin levels actually be sustainable going forward, or maybe we could see some bit of a correction
there? We have seen at 2 to 3% increase in the EBITDA margin for the first 9 months. And going forward in the next years also, we see a slight increase in the EBITDA margins. We are expecting it to go slightly towards 28-29% in the next 2 to 3 years. As the volume goes up and we are moving into high value products, that will also add to the bottom line. That will eventually increase the EBITDA percentage. So as of now, we are quite confident that the margins will go up in the near future also.
Right, let's talk about the profit number in the quarter gone by. It was higher on back of other income, which actually saw more than fourfold rise in the quarter gone by. If you could tell us what led to the increase in this particular other income component, and also will we see similar levels going forward as well for your company?
If you see the third quarter, if you see the other income, 20 to 25 crores has come from the other income for this quarter. But if you say on a year-on-year basis, it's in and around that 40 odd crores it will be generating from the other income, which are invested in the mutual funds. We don't see major redemption in the fourth quarter, as we had a buyback in the third quarter, so we have redeemed most of the money for the buyback purpose. That's the reason there was a accumulated income in the third quarter. But year on year, if you compare, it should be in between that 40 to 50 crores on a year-on-year basis. That is continuing for the last 4 to 5 years, and going forward also that will be a trend. We are not sure in which quarter it comes in as per the maturity, but as a year on, it should be in between that 40 to 50 crores.
Okay, Mr. Chand, thank you so much for joining with us this afternoon on ET. Now, that was the management of Kaveri Seeds talking to us about the margins, profitability, what is a sustainable level going forward as well.